woman now leads the Hunter's Lodge.
I have no problem.
Won't find better wares.
See for yourself.
Won't find better wares.
Bad enough we have Osram everywhere, but Nora? It's just too much.
Check out these wares.
Had an egg for breakfast, and it's not sitting well.
While you're on the road, these good. You'll like what I have to say. I promise.
I have a matter of grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
A woman now leads the Hunter's Lodge only because no men were left in her house to do the job.
Don't ask me where to go.
I've sent a messenger to the claim to let everyone know.
If there's anything you or your clan need for her arrangements, I'm glad you're back. I'm at a loss about Ursa. To learn she lives, then lose that hope, seems cruel.
She wouldn't want us to waste time talking. She'd want us to find Dervahl. She said he raved about smoke darkening the sun. Tell him what you found in his papers.
A letter. It mentioned a shipment of blaze being sent to a warehouse here. Only, it wasn't addressed to Dervahl. The name was Ayland Forgeman. Does that mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar. Yes, a landlord. The Oseram have been buying up buildings across the city, including one under that name. Let me think. It's by the edge of the mesa, near the temple. Used to be a shop, but it could serve as a warehouse. If Dervahl used the name as an alias to buy it, he might even be there now.
I'll round up my men.
I'll meet you there.
Errand, wait. Remember that no one hates Dervahl more than your own tribe. The clans would give up much to obtain him.
Take him alive? So you can haggle over him? You can't be serious!
Our security depends on keeping the peace. If the opportunity presents itself, take him alive. Consider that a command. Aloy, a moment, please. When we spoke, Aaron didn't wish to dwell on the details of Ursa's death. Understandable, of course. But now that they've been left to my imagination, those details are all I can think about. You were there. Did she suffer?
She's not the one who's suffering now. You are. She died before you could say goodbye.
Is it that obvious? You're right. I'm dwelling on my pain, not just hers. And there's only one thing left that can help. Find Dervahl and bring him before me. He will answer for his crimes.
main market is for commoners. I prefer the noble market myself.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
And the claim, we see.
This is the place. You home, Dervahl? I got a surprise for you.
Or he has a surprise for us.
Is it a bomb? Doesn't look too big.
Big enough to kill us.
All right. I'll shut up.
Blaze. It must be leaking from something upstairs.
That's a lot of blaze.
If that bomb downstairs goes off, it'll be just what Dervahl promised. Smoke will darken the sun as the city goes up in flames. There's gotta be a way to stop it. If I try to take it apart, a booby trap will set it off. If that bomb goes off, the blaze will ignite in a firestorm. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. If we can get rid of it somehow, the blast will be much smaller. Something's dripping from the ceiling. Maybe there's some way I can open this window to get rid of the fuel for the bomb. It looks like a wooden bracket, but very strong. Help me push this out.
Okay. Brute force, I'm good at that. What'll it do?
Save the city, I hope. But when the blaze falls, run for it. Because the booby trap on the bomb downstairs is gonna get set off.
Will we survive?
Probably not. Now push.
We did it! Dervahl's best shot, and Meridian's still standing.
This isn't over. Dervahl said he'd make a Vought watch.
No way. To do that, he'd have to get into the palace, and that's too heavily guarded.
Get back there, just to be sure. I'm gonna look around. Maybe Dervahl's men left something behind when they planted that bomb.
I got it. Don't worry. If he tries for the palace, he's finished.
How did that happen?
Boot tracks, with just a bit of blaze in them.
Would you like to buy something today?
What happened?
I haven't heard a blast like that since the liberation.
The finest kids here. A woman.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Don't dread not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Fine goods for a fair price.
There's smoke rising from the edge of the mesa.
Are we under attack? The tracks lead inside. Another one of Dervahl's hideouts. This must be where Dervahl assembled the detonator. He tunneled through the wall. Dervahl did find a way into the palace.
wish I could be there to see the sun god on his knee.
About to get loud. Can't be too prepared.
Look at you, Avad. The wriggling runt of a maniac king. You robbed me of my right to kill your father, so I'll have to settle for you. I'm going to enjoy watching the Karja burn, even more because you'll be watching with me. Say goodbye to Meridian, Avad. Breathe in the stench, and choke on the ashes. Something's wrong. It didn't... I didn't hear anything.
There's a bit of smoke rising from the mesa's edge.
No! It should be a firestorm, not some belch from a charcoal burner!
Probably going to need it.
What's this? Oh. You must be the Nora who bushwhacked my camp.
And disabled your bomb.
Did you now? Well, bomb or no bomb, I'm gonna splatter that throne with blood. First yours, then Avad's.
Not alone.
Why does Avad always have his lady? Can we finish this? I've got a I've led an army. Killed kestrels and ravagers. A savage is nothing. Why does Avad always have his ladies do the fighting? It's not over yet, Nora. Any good Oseram tinker will tell you. Always have a third plan. Ah! Those majestic, murderous glinthawks!
With the modifications I made to my speed, I can override Glinthawks.
I hope you like fighting these things, because there's more in the way! Never do the work if you can get a machine to do it for you!
They're scanning for me.
majestic, murderous twin hawks.
Got too much already. Yeah, this is useful.
As much as I wish Ursa was here to kill you, I don't mind doing it for her.
Go ahead. I'm not afraid. Except that knowing you, Aaron, you'll screw it up!
I know what you are afraid of. Going back to Mainspring in chains. Every clan in the claim wants you dead. And they know how to make it hurt. They'll even bid for the privilege.
It's just like you to get someone else to do your killing.
Shut up! You're at the Sun King's mercy now.
Arrested too for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know what they were doing.
Aloy, to say you have my gratitude feels woefully insufficient. You saved my life. You saved Meridian. And because of you, there will be justice for Ursa's murder. We can mourn her knowing the truth, without painful uncertainty. It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you. And I don't want to try. I hope you will consider staying in Meridian.
Were you and Ursa, you know?
I suppose it's obvious how I feel. How I felt about her. She didn't just give me advice. She gave me strength. But we couldn't be together. Relations between the Karja and Oseram and Meridian were unsteady as it was. The union of the Sun King and an Oseram warrior would have led to open revolt in the city. And probably war with the clans.
Did anyone know?
Only one. Dervahl. He wanted Ursa, but she rejected him. And so jealousy became yet another of his hateful motivations.
What exactly will happen to Dervahl?
For now, he'll languish in one of the old cells under the Sun Ring here in Meridian. As for what happens after we negotiate his extradition to Mainspring, I don't want to think about it. My father was very creative when it came to inflicting suffering. But some Oseram devices surpass even his imaginings. What a waste. Dervahl is a brilliant man. I wonder what he would have accomplished if it weren't for my father's cruelty.
Why do you want me to stay in Meridian?
Well, I would think that would be obvious.
Not to me.
Huh. Well, to start with, you kept the city from going up in flames. You were strong, shrewd, and capable. I could use someone like you at my side.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think either you or I are ready for that. At least, not yet. I've got a long way to go before I find what I'm looking for, and it's gonna take me far from Meridian.
Of course. I didn't mean to presume. You're your own woman. Just as Ursa was. But please, remember that you're always welcome here. I hope that today is just a sunrise for us. Not a goodbye.
It's time for me to go.
Of course. I hope you find what you're after, Aloy. And if need be...
guard, not the town crier.
A moment of your time, Outlander?
Goodbye from an Ocelot. He'll cheat you as soon as look at you.
Come to gloat, Nora. Well, as you can see, I'm busy. I get it. You want to rub it in? Well, it's not working. Ha ha! It's funny to pester the tinker in the cage. What a laugh.
We all have our place in the order of things.
Could you spare a moment to speak of the finer things?
These damn Ocelot, stirring up tension.
Aloy, I was just thinking about Ursa. She would have killed Dervahl on the spot. I know it. That's why she went out to meet him in the first place, to put him down. But she also told me to grow up. I gotta admit it burned a little when she said that, but I'm trying to take it to heart. And I guess growing up means putting what you should do in front of what you want to do. Right?
You're asking me? I'm pretty sure you're older.
Yeah, but I don't act like it, do I?
You did with Dervahl.
Don't give me too much credit. Part of me still wants to wait for a quiet moment and wring his neck.
Yeah, but you won't. Because you're a good captain.
Come on, stop. You're gonna make me tear up.
So, after all this, what's next for errand vanguardsman?
Heading back to the claim for a while. I'll get in touch with my clan and we'll lay Ursa to rest properly. Like how she would have wanted. And by that I mean less chit-chat, more drinking.
What do you think the Oseram will do to Dervahl?
First off, they'll argue about it for a long time. But whatever they come up with, it won't be quick. I can live with that. In fact, I might just drop by his cell under the sun ring to remind him what's coming.
Well...
I know. You gotta go. Killers to track, machines to master, all before breakfast. You know what? When we met, I thought I was a big shot talking to a pretty girl hidden away in the middle of nowhere. Now I see that I was just lucky to get a minute of your time. Try not to forget about me while you're out there changing the world.
I'll always have a minute for you. Maybe even two.
Two? Huh. She likes me.
have our place in the order of things.
Don't ask me where to go if you're lost. I'm a guard, not the town crier.
Sun bless you for saving the Sun King.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
The Sun King's grown too soft. Too much Oseram influenced the palace. What's he thinking letting Dervahl live?
We all have our place in the order of things. Always stay right. That's what I say.
Shane's old bandits trying to get past me. Fight.
Mark my words.
This must be the Shrine of Kings that Naman told me about.
Oseram slaves built that thing. We deserve to have a look.
You won't get in there. That dried-up old prune in a robe sees to that.
I can be persuasive. But what does an Oseram want with a Karja shrine, anyway?
It reminds me of someone. Gone 2 years now.
Try me.
I had a lover. Worked on monuments to their... The Karja gave me back his broken bones, but... what use are they?
And seeing a statue of the Mad Sun King will...
I need to see his work again. The marks his hands carved, but that shriveled-up old priest won't let me near it.
I'll see what I can do.
Every time I go near the statue, he shouts at me.
Turn away, child. The abiding Jahaman wishes to be alone in his retreat.
If you want to be alone, go someplace else. Others want to pray here.
Defile it, you mean? Yet another debasement of what was once pure. Truly, our tribe, our king is false, our temple is corrupt, and our soldiers weak. The sun...
So the Karja have become impure? What does that even mean?
Is Meridian not meant for those who built it, who made it great? It was pure before Outlander
You mean Meridian was pure when the outsiders were in cages or dying?
The sun is pure, child. It is not our place to question its divine will.
I thought Avad taking the throne was the sun's will.
The boy dishonored his father. To kill the Sun King. What shadow, what twilight.
And how many more would the Mad Sun King have killed if...
The sun called for blood.
You called the temple corrupt, but aren't you one of its priests?
They call themselves sun priests, but they have no authority. Yet those who gave their whole lives to the sun...
So that's what this is. A tantrum?
You know nothing of our rights, and yet you dare...
Why do you think your army is weak? Because you're not at war with it?
A Karja throne relying on forged dirt mercenaries? Preposterous! Our most blessed warriors, chased out of the city, exiled to Sun... Our tribe is torn. The ones who...
And yet everyone but you seems happy they're gone. I'm done arguing with you. Stay or go, but I won't allow you to keep others away.
I am here by the will of the sun.
You don't believe in the throne, the priesthood, the army, or the city, so I guess you have no authority here.
I have the authority of the sun.
Then call it for help. No one else will listen.
There'll be a reckoning.
You'll back away from it.
The flame was never easy.
Decorations everywhere. It's downright embarrassing.
He gave them the best work he'd ever do.
They defaced it because they hated what it's...
They defaced a thing slaves like him lived and died for. Short-sighted bastards, the lot. If they thought their son set off, I thank you for honor.
I hope you can find peace.
I wouldn't...
Smoke and sweat. That's how you know you've got a good day's work. First call with Dervahl, huh?
By the sun, a woman now leads the Hunter's Lodge.
I get her
Bonus
bow.
for whoever
Like
gets
it's
the door
looks.
first.
Fancy. You're dead.
This'll help. I'll tuck that away. Should be easy enough to hide now.
Like to hide, do ya? Let me show you what I like.
We got prowlers, friends!
Keep that for later. This is where the Otaru wanted to say her goodbyes. I'll find a use for you.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind. I kept running, but here she remains.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't stay safe for long.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives, in every time of planting, of...
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And...
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time.
Useful. This must be the Sun's Climb, where the Banuk wants to paint his mark. Uh-oh, spotted.
good to be free of the city. You are a better hunter than I. I'll paint the mark while the spirits of the Glinthawks linger.
There'll be...
Yes, there will always be more machines. Their spirits find new That's why I must leave the story. The machine oil in the paint will preserve it. You have my thanks, Hunter.
We're letting the Oseram?
Credit to the North.
So you've come back to the temple?
I was invited back. The priests wanted to hear what I had to say about reconciliation with the... They're listening. At least they've begun to listen.
Because of what we did?
What you did.
It was for the mourners. I think it helped them.
You set them on the path. You can't know what their journeys hold. So perhaps a red robe would suit you.
Not me.
We would be richer if we did. Go in light, my friend.
Thank you, Naman. Stocking up. A fork. This must be where Nassan was supposed to check in. It looks like there was a scuffle here, but no body. If someone dragged Nassan off, there should be tracks. Oh, here we are. Let's see where they went. Need them soon enough. The Shadow Carja outpost. Let's hope Nassan is inside. Go on, shoot!
Oh, well. Hey, someone killed one of us! Got someone
still
over
looking.
here. Doesn't look good. Someone's out there killing. Something broke. Bad.
That's got their attention. She went that way.
A corpse! Incoming! Who knows where she went? Come out of the grass. Fight.
gotten us on, all right. He needs help.
Let's try this again. I'll keep it simple since you're obviously feeble. What were you doing out by the fork?
It was a picnic. With your mother.
I think he's trying to hurt your feelings. Won't work. My mother loves a good picnic.
Be that as it may, we're not getting anywhere.
That's all right. I don't mind breaking a few of his bones.
How many do you think we'll have to crack to make him squeal?
He's got spirit. Might take 7.
All right. I'm taking wagers.
Dust. Can't carry more. Kindeev sent me. Let's get you out of here.
I thought that old salt had abandoned me. Guess I owe him a slap on the back. Come on, this way.
Never know when I might need these. Kindeev told me about the cause. Did you lose the
No. It's hidden nearby. There's a lot of hungry people in Sunfall.
Good. Now, listen. When you head back to Meridian, talk to a noble named Ravon.
Beg a high blood for help? But after everything you've... But for now, I'm bound for Sunfall.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road. You'll like what I have for sale, I promise.
A man named Nassan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sun all this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll...
Don't look to me for help.
Don't pass up these goods. Don't
These aren't goods.
Oseram scum. Sending killers after the sun.